All right, guys, welcome to All Hands News Deck. I'm your host Jasper, and I'm with um,
Yeah,
Jeffrey. As you guys
yeah,
know, if you guys follow our channel on Instagram, we're from the team of All Hands from All Talk with All Hands. We got
yeah. So we
Jeffrey in there as one of
was
the hosts.
a
Yes.
for all talk with all hands.
hmm
Audio
And I'm
talk, and he
I'm always behind the scenes because I'm the cameraman and the producer. But we're doing something different today. So we were supposed to live stream earlier, but we were having some technical difficulties, and we were supposed to live stream the Apple WWDC 2025 keynote. I'm just going to call it Dub from now on because it's easier to mention that instead of WWDC. So Dub 25.
right.
We were supposed to have Ulysses with us, but technical difficulties. But good thing Jeffrey gave me this idea that you know what we can it was your suggestion anyways that we
Yeah,
should
and I
talk.
do like
Yeah,
a quick segment, and then
yeah.
post the same day.
All right, so I'm just going to show my screen here, and I wanted to start with basically where your expectations met about this one because you're the local techie nerd in the team, and you're really more technical about all of this stuff. I am more of a MKHD guy, MKBHD guy. You're more of a like digital foundry guy from what I'm seeing. So what do you think of Dub 2025?
It was cinematic, which is definitely weird considering the fact that it's a developers conference. I would say that most of my expectations were met. But there was a few areas which I wish they had more. Specifically with macOS in regards to its creative side and its gaming side, and Apple tvOS in terms of its UI overhaul and new features. But everywhere else, like iOS and especially iPadOS, has met my expectations. And actually with iPadOS, it actually exceeded it 'cause I have them pretty low.
Yeah, I mean we
I
were
don't really care about OS, I don't use it. And watchOS was a little bit lackluster, but
true.
what else can you really add for that?
Yeah, I mean, I told you earlier, I wanted something more from watchOS. I mean, I get it that most of the smart
I love
watches that we have, you see, you have the Mickey Mouse thing. The thing
Yep.
is, they keep on updating it. It's more focused about the fitness stuff. And if you guys can see me, I'm not that fit, so I don't use my watch mostly for fitness stuff. But I want it to be more like a smartwatch. Like I want to do more stuff with it. So I
Like what?
was I don't know. That's the thing. I was also telling you earlier that I don't know what I want. I just want Apple to show me something, and if it's really interesting and if it's not a gimmick, then that would be great. So I'm just waiting for something like that on the Apple Watch. But so
If they could
far,
make you could do text. Like
mhm,
maybe like a built-in web browser would be the experience would be terrible.
for
Playing
sure.
music from the speakers is only available on the Series 10, and I'm on the Series 9, so thank you, Apple. A little bit insulting there, but
Man, I
like, what else
just
do you need?
I actually wanted to get what's the Ultra? The Ultra watch? The Apple Watch Ultra? I actually want to get that,
Yeah,
but it's too expensive. But yeah, I just wanted
get
to do
get
more.
like a first generation used one. You can get it for like a pretty decent price, like I did.
First generation, nobody's
Yeah,
going to buy that.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, but
That
that's the
has
thing.
including be cheap.
Yeah, I know. I think it will be great for I don't know for grandmas and stuff like that. But for us, no. But yeah, let's talk. Okay, I I want to mention that my expectations were pretty high, and I'm pretty sure I feel like it was expectations were met
That's
because yeah, one of the big things that they announced here is other than the name change, all of them are now basically version 26 to keep up with the year. So to make things more streamlined, it's like WWE 2K25 and stuff like that, which makes sense. What do you think about the name change?
It makes sense. It really does make sense. And then from a marketing standpoint as well, it because of the huge visual overhaul aside from Vision
Hmm.
OS,
That's like,
it's a game changer. And then I feel like they definitely did not overpromise on Siri this time. They kept it a little bit more
mm,
tame. I feel like they'll get 50% of the way there instead of 20% this time.
yeah.
I
I
know
mean,
football, but come on, guys, like it was disappointing. So I feel like the naming convention makes sense, and then the fact that macOS is Tahoe is crazy,
oh yeah,
which is like absolutely perfect with the whole visual redesign too.
exactly. They're calling this new visual redesign as liquid glass,
Liquid
right?
glass. It's
So, I'm actually following. So I'm a graphic designer, but I'm not like, I don't have a degree in graphic design stuff like that. I just call myself a graphic designer because I've done graphic design for many years, for like a decade now, and I like the Aero glass look during the Windows Vista days. Whenever I see Windows Vista, it always feels like very futuristic, right? And then in just recent years, everything is going back to that frosted or maybe glass, like, at least from what I'm seeing. Were you expecting this kind of glass like change, or were you expecting things to be getting to be more flatter? Because the one that we got, the redesign for Android, everything went flatter, but at the same time, the design is more, there's more character to it. It feels like it's the same thing with the liquid glass that we got. What do you think?
honestly because of the leaks that's just been pouring all over YouTube and social media. Yeah, I was expecting this.
But before the leaks, were you expecting? I
Before,
mean, what was in your mind if they're going to redesign it? Like, where do you think Apple was supposed to go?
honestly, I didn't even think about them redesigning it. I thought
Oh,
this was just basically going to be like iOS 18.5
mm-hmm.
or
Yeah,
technically just iOS 18. But the promised version. Like my expectations for them were so low because they completely shot on it last year with the whole Apple Intelligence. So
yeah,
I was not even thinking much. Like maybe just like softer edges probably and softer colors, and but that's really about it. I was not expecting this complete overhaul with like a whole new lock screen, like just completely utilizing the glass in like in every way possible and using real life objects to mimic,
yeah.
which honestly, right now I have it on my iPad.
Yep, I
It's a
have
little
it
bit clunky,
here too. Oh,
but it looks
is it tinted, or are you using the
uh,
clear
th- th-
design?
this one is tinted.
Okay.
I think I should have one that's not tinted. Yeah, this one should not be tinted. This one should just have the standard, but you can kind of see how it kind of
Yeah.
looks like glass a bit. And then there's like the podcast and the TV, like those also look like glass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
So
mean,
I haven't done much customization since I've been editing videos all day that dealing with car problems, but yeah, it's it's visually stunning. Although the one thing that I guess I was kind of expecting from the leaks was like an option to have like the icons be rounded, which I felt like would have been pretty cool, like having the rounded icons. But I
like
guess
Android, like
yeah,
at least for the Google Pixel. I was also expecting that. I actually want I want the option for it, but it's something that, I'm not like really trying to look for. But I feel like, after, given that this is the developer build, I actually not like the design that much for some reason. It feels more cluttered in a way, because there's less frosted, there's less blurred. Whenever you're trying to open the control center, they blur the
oh yeah.
background,
So
right?
now there's like no longer like a blur here. Like it's just
It's
like
just
just a
darker, but then yeah, that's why it feels like,
on
from.
the iPad is not even darker. It's just the same.
Oh, see, it
Yeah,
might be a bug, right? But just seeing
could be.
it feels like a nightmare when it comes to accessibility, because some of the text gets, it gets distorted by that thing. But I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, Apple will be able to refine the look of it. I do like the glass look. I've been always trying to I actually just download icons on Android just to get the glass look. But at the same time, I at this moment I think the implementation is not that good. Yeah, I'm really hoping for a refinement in the future, but it's not only iOS. They did the a redesign for the entire thing. We got it on macOS, of course iPadOS, even Apple Watch, and yeah, everything originated from the Vision Pro.
which we're not gonna buy unless we're rich.
Well, unless they're going to release a cheaper version.
Yeah,
I'm
like it was
still
like 2,000, then I'll wait like another year and then get it for cheaper, then have to spend another 200 for the lenses because
mm.
then yeah, probably.
Well, lucky me. I mean, I wear glasses, but whenever I try my Meta Quest, I don't see literally any problems with the screen. But other than that, um, what were the sorry, I got confused here. Like, what were the other announcements that we got here? So most, I mean, Dub is mostly software stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
well, for one, like the new call features
oh
with
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like. Did you want to expand more about it?
oh yeah, so they took a page kind of out of like other social media apps, and it kind of looks like, as Ulysses pointed out when we were watching it earlier, it looks like Snapchat with the way they kind of have
Oh
like the
yeah, yeah,
picture.
yeah. The yes, the phone app exactly.
Yeah,
It
it. I mean, I like how it has like the pictures of the people on the side on the recents. I like that, but then like the favorites top part, I feel like that looks weird. I feel like it would have been better if it was just a circle instead,
mm,
because now it just feels a to me a little bit cheap, which is saying a lot because it's from Apple. But yeah, it feels cheap, and I'll probably try to find a way to just hide it forever. But then not only that, but then also just like some new features for the music. Apparently, they're having a way where it seamlessly like kind of blends and mixes the music for the transitions. I haven't tried it out yet because I was also editing, and I'm not gonna install this on my main computer just yet because that needs stability.
mhm.
But I think I'm gonna probably enjoy this feature, just like driving in the car and then just not even noticing the music just seamlessly change. I can just kind of get lost and focus on driving. So I
Um,
mean, like they have like a lot of cool features on there too, but it's I mean not like a lot, but like they have some like cool features. Like even like ones where like it recognizes your route, so that it'll suggest that for you
yeah.
after a while, and then not like just like oh these are the best routes you can take. No, like it would literally map out your route. I found that one to be nice, and the other stuff they promised like last year with for iOS 18, they didn't even really mention it aside from like the content awareness kind of being rebranded. So yeah, that's iOS
Yeah.
for me. At least.
For me, I think the highlight there is other than the redesign. I do like the fade in thing, the mixing thing for Apple Music because I don't have Spotify, but I do remember when the last time I signed up for it, I do remember they have that fade in feature, right, for Spotify.
It's just like a long crossfade, pretty much.
But this one is a little different, right? Right? It's like they're
Yeah,
trying to mix the beats between the two songs. So I think it will transition a little better. I don't know. It depends on
and
anybody's
actually,
playlist.
music it does have the crossfade feature as well.
Oh, okay.
And there's an option for auto mix, which
Wait,
I you
that's
know
I mean that's the developer build that you have.
yeah. But I
So
can my iPhone's being used as the camera, so I
okay,
can't show you on that one. But
okay.
uh, yeah, it does have the crossfade, or even I think I can
Mm.
take a screenshot my Mac and then show that to you guys because that does not have. Yeah, here it is. I'll just actually take a picture of it and just show it to you guys. The redesign to the camera app. It's very much simplified now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you
Like
were expecting like a
like
manual option or something like that.
got rid
Yeah,
of everything the
yeah.
same.
It was the opposite. Crazy.
Yeah, so okay, hold on. Let me turn off portrait mode because I think that's interfering. But yeah, crossfade
Mm.
songs. That's always been a thing. So they both have it. It's just that now they have audio mixing. So I guess that's their own answer to Spotify's AI DJ.
I actually like that. I remember when Spotify first announced it, what, like 2 years ago or something like that. I was one of the people who first signed up to it, and it was cool. It was cool. I actually want,
It is cool. It is
yeah,
cool.
I actually want that kind of feature for Apple Music, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't use Apple Music. Um, I use YouTube Music because I'm paying for YouTube Premium. So there's that. I
Mhm.
hate I hate the ads. But other than that, the iPhone is a phone, and I love the fact that they actually gave us updates about using it as a phone, like the hold assist feature, right? I was actually trying to use it
Oh
earlier.
yeah, the visual intelligence thing, which was basically like an iPhone 16 exclusive until they brought it back
No,
to
I
the
mean
15.
I mean the whenever you're trying to call someone, like a government thing,
Oh,
they're
that
going to
like the
hold it.
transcription up on screen, and then how like it silenced the like unknown numbers. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's a pretty it's a feature they already had. They just refined it a lot better.
Okay, I mean, what do you mean they already had? Because I always call the government, and then I don't remember. I do know that the Pixel series has something like that, but iPhone, I think this is our first time seeing it.
Yeah, like, what they have is like a transcription of a voicemail. That's what they have.
Yes, that's what they have. But
Yeah. So
if
then
you're
they basically just took this and then just kind of refined it where they this time silence the call and then
mm,
goes kind of straight to voicemail and then spit out the transcription
yeah,
instead.
because whenever I'm trying to call someone, I don't like the fact that because usually the wait time is what usually 2 hours, and I don't like the fact that you can't mute the thing. You will always hear the same tune for two
Oh, you're talking
hours.
about the hold call feature.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Like the waiting line.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yes, that's a good feature,
I
especially when you're dealing with those particular
yes.
companies, the worst customer service.
Yes, I
You know,
was
you're saying.
especially the US government. They have like the worst customer service, and we're paying taxes and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a feature
That's
that I really love.
something.
Yeah, that's a feature that I really really love when I used to daily drive a Pixel 6 Pro. But yeah, we already have it in the iPhone. I actually tried using it. Well, I didn't use it. I just saw the option. It was like in a it was hidden in a hamburger menu or something. But I like that feature. I just like it when iPhones are getting phone features other than new camera features, new photo features.
Like
Um,
both.
yeah. FaceTime, was there any like big updates with FaceTime?
A bit of a UI redesign, but then like oh yeah, and then the real time translation.
Oh, that's crazy. I love it.
The real time translation.
Well, I'm
So
pretty sure it's not
they could
available.
be speaking to me in Filipino, and then I could be speaking to you in English, and we'll be able to understand each other.
Does it even
Well, of course,
support?
you'll be able to understand me because you also speak English, but then I'll be able to understand you because of the translation.
Yeah, yeah. That does it. I think it doesn't support Filipino. I do remember seeing it supports Chinese or Cantonese. I don't know, but I didn't see Filipino. But it's a good thing that we're starting from that because everything will just get refined in the future. And I I know some people. The Philippines has like hundreds of languages or dialects and stuff like that. Um, I do know some people who speaks that dialect, and I just don't understand them. I just hope that Apple will add that kind of feature. But so far, the AI stuff from Perplexity, they can do something like that. So I hope Apple Intelligence will catch up. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope so too. Just so we can. I just want a smarter Siri, really.
Yeah, I mean that's not
Like,
going to
it-
happen, right? That's like one of the three truths in life. Everybody dies, everybody pay taxes, and Siri will be always stupid. So there's the thing. Siri was once when they released Siri for the iPhone 4S. It was cool, and
Yeah, they
then
didn't update it.
they didn't. There's actually a huge backstory about that happening between Craig Federici, and then there's also this other software guy. That's why we have.
Like they just like keep dumping like every single thing they've done, so it just ends up not going anywhere every single time.
I think something like that. I don't remember the entire story, but there's some Siri drama behind the scenes. That's why our series is really bad. But other than that, the useless update I think is the anything that is about generating images. I think it's really
Oh,
stupid.
I agree. I agree. They just basically said, "Hey, remember this feature we brought in last year? Yeah, it still exists.
Yeah,
Use it."
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's pretty much
No, nobody's going to use that. One
no.
because it looks horrible. It has this specific style that I mean, they're trying to Disneyfy the stuff, but at the same time, it looks really ugly, right?
It feels so synthetic.
True, true. But
Yeah, that's it feels so synthetic. I
I,
mean, I guess that's the point. Is like, yeah, it's fake, but yeah, no.
yeah, I'm not going to use that. I never used it. I mean, I tried generating images before, but I think Apple is like they do it the worst. But I do like the the emoji thing. It can make its own emoji. I do like that. I think that's
Yeah,
fun.
that's been a feature since last year,
Yeah, since last year. But
or technically this year, but
that was
they
Memoji,
announced
right?
no, it's
Well,
Genmoji.
Genmoji.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, Apple this year's dub, they will announce something that has been already announced from last year. That's why I get confused like what's new and what's not. But that's how Apple market their stuff. But
They remove a feature, then bring it back and claim it as new.
yeah, 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 that's their thing. They will remove some features and they will just put it back. But it's the same thing
Yeah,
with
like
Google. It's the same thing with
like
Google.
the feature, like on the watches. Yeah, that's been a thing for like a very long time. If you open up accessibility, they just unlocked it for the Series 9 and called it a feature.
Yeah, I tried it. Where you can do
Yeah, yeah, like
this and then
plan.
yeah, yeah. I tried controlling the thing. It's it's pretty cool, but at the same time, it doesn't work. It works 60% of the time.
Yeah, and then same thing with like just trying to do this like as well. It also rarely works too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
right now it is working, but
See, yeah.
luckily.
But here's the thing. I think it's fine if they're trying to basically announce an old feature and just like what they did earlier with that thing with the Apple Watch because it feels like it shows confidence that this feature will work 100% of the time. So I'm pretty happy about that. It feels like the accessibility features that they have um is hidden under accessibility because it doesn't work always. I just have a feeling like that.
That would be pretty messed up if they're trying to people that need accessibility.
Yeah, well,
It's like, oh, you need something to help you navigate your phone. Like, here's a broken feature that
yeah,
just
yeah.
gave on. Good
Well,
luck.
I'm not disabled, but that's why I always see accessibility features are features that are good to have, but not necessary. But at the same time, I mean, I get your point. Um, but yeah, what else? There's no AirPods announcements, something like that.
There actually was for AirPods. There was for the iPad, which we got to last.
What was it again?
Using it to like act as a studio microphone,
Oh yeah,
and you
you're
can
right.
also to start and stop
Oh
recording.
yeah, you're right. Okay, good quality of life update.
Yeah.
Um,
And honestly, like if you just have the AirPods second generations, these like the software updates alone has been keeping these alive.
mm,
Like
yeah,
you get the AirPods 3, you can get the AirPods 4, but if you get the pros, the longevity of these things is undeniable.
yeah, 100%. I have the Pro. It's called the Pro 2, right? The Pro
Yeah,
2.
the Pro second generation. And this is the one with the USB-C specifically on the case. But you know, they're both
Bro,
the same.
I have the I have the lightning version because
That's
lucky
my
you.
face on it. I gotta turn this off again. Yeah, I got my
Uh,
face on it too. Look how adorable my little
bro.
Memoji looks.
You see, I actually wanted to get those Memoji thing on my stuff, but I don't want to wait for shipping.
Or pay full price.
I can pay for those. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. I can pay full price, but yeah. Other
Would
than
you rather
that,
go for 200 or for 250 just to get an emoji?
it's the same price, right? Huh? There's a
No, AirPods Pro the second generation is going so frequently now. But then if you get it from Apple and want the free engraving, you
yes, the
pay full price.
engraving is free.
The engraving is
Yeah.
free, but then you're paying full retail price.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's what I meant.
yeah,
Because like you can get sales anywhere. You can go to Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Target. You can get a sale there.
yeah. It was a bad idea that I bought this thing from the store because my brother has the same thing, and sometimes he would charge on the same. We would charge on the same wireless charger, and then I would realize, oh man, this AirPods isn't mine. This is somebody else's earwax. So
Yeah.
there's that. But
Let's go to macOS.
so Mac OS,
In my opinion, the most disappointing.
oh, okay, yeah. Expand on that
There,
part.
there-
What do you mean?
yeah, there was only aside from one feature that to me sounded pretty good, which was the improvement to Siri shortcuts.
Yeah.
There was things that I wanted them to kind of touch on, but it was just mostly retreading stuff from the iPhones. And
Mm.
then after that, just like, oh yeah, we're still committed to gaming, by the way.
Oh yeah.
They didn't even tell us that Game Porting Toolkit 3 is a thing. They just told us about like the Metal 4, and that's it. It's like, okay, are we getting any new games? GTA 5's expanded enhanced coming out. When is Cyberpunk 2077 coming out? Can we get Final Fantasy?
Mm.
Like, no Final Fantasy, I ain't gonna play. Like, pretty much. I need Final Fantasy 7 like remake and rebirth on Mac, then I'll be happy. But that's not happening. No Uncharted, no Ratchet and Clank,
Did
no Indiana Jones, and nothing.
did they also announce the new Games app for the Mac OS?
Oh yeah, that's coming to everything. Yeah, they announced it. That's
Okay.
coming to everything.
Yeah, it's just that that's like the biggest game announcement for Mac OS. So yeah, there's nothing about like the
Yeah, gaming is like the games that they kind of showed off. Like, yeah, they're either already out or they've been announced to come out. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, come on, man. All the games, that one. Come on, man.
hey, I mean Ubisoft, they really want to. The great thing about Ubisoft is that whenever they release their games, they really want it to be available in a lot of platforms. I mean, I think
Is
we're
it-
going. I think we're going to get Outlaws on the Switch too, right?
Oh, probably, yeah. They
Yeah,
definitely are.
I think their
Like
engines,
we're seeing on the Switch too, so
and yeah, there's that.
there's another thing that I wanted them to like talk about, which was Final Cut Pro.
Oh yeah, you're right. Mm.
They did not. In my opinion, it feels like it's fallen behind. And I might, and I'm most likely gonna leave Final Cut Pro and move over to DaVinci Resolve because it feels like I'm at the chopping blocks at this point.
I
Like, I use it for its efficiency, but then in the end, I am still like pulling my hair out at it. It's like, wow, it is not as fun as it was like 2 years ago.
Is it slow
And,
right now?
it's not that it's slow, it's just that there's like missing features. I have to find workarounds and find like plugins and stuff.
Mm.
I'm like, I was hoping like an overhaul to like the color grading, like new effects, like new transition, new titles, something at least. There just hasn't been anything as far as I'm concerned. And then not only that, but no option to do a one-time payment for the version on iPad was
Yeah.
let down. Aside from one update for Final Cut Pro for iPad, there's been nothing. No updates to Final Cut Camera for the iPad and iPhones, just nothing. It's very disappointing. And
I
like as someone that like edits a lot of videos, like I'm currently have like a video editing in the background right now. Uh, it's for reality. Stay tuned. The episode coming out
Shout out.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out.
Uh,
But yeah, I'm just kind of frustrated, and even then, we're gonna be moving most of the editing to Premiere Pro for the time being,
mm,
just because that's like what everyone else is kind of used to. And then it's like, yeah, I was able to kind of get the whole thing set up for someone else to edit fairly quickly, and I haven't used Premiere Pro in years.
hmm.
That's saying something.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. So I started from Windows Movie Maker, and then I moved. I moved
It's
to Sony Vegas Pro. Um, and then after that, there was this huge gap where I just didn't edit. I think it was like 5 years, something like that. And then my first editing tool, after that gap was Final Cut Pro. It was really hard to understand, because of the you said it's you said it's non-linear. For me, it's pretty linear. Whenever
it's
you're
not
editing,
linear, but then the magnetic timeline makes it linear, so it's like a non-linear to linear.
yes, that's why I didn't like it.
It's an exponential editing software.
Yeah. So when I moved to Adobe Premiere Pro just 2 months after buying Final Cut Pro. And Adobe Premiere Pro is super easy to learn because that if you've been editing with Sony Vegas Pro and moving to Adobe Premiere Pro, it's the same kind of workflow. It's the same kind of workflow. It's the same thing with DaVinci too. I feel like the people who are just stuck with using Final Cut Pro are the ones who actually started with Final Cut Pro, because Final Cut Pro, no, I think iMovie is free, right? But is there also a
Yeah,
Final Cut
it was
Pro free
free.
version?
There's Final Cut Pro 7 before Final Cut Pro 10.
Mm. Which,
That's when a lot of people jump ship. It's hard to like there's like less compatibility with it, which is a problem too, especially for like huge production workflows. So I'm like,
yeah, it's I find it like really weird because Parasite was edited with a Final Cut Pro 7, the entire thing. And I do know some YouTubers like iJustine, she edits her stuff with Final Cut Pro.
yeah.
Yeah, but hey,
Like it's more or less better for social media content now than it is for like full-fledged productions, in my opinion.
got it. Yeah.
Like the longer I've used it, it's like, yeah, this one helps me do speedy edits for social media.
Mm.
But then if I already used it to edit like a feature link or something like that, I probably would not. And I probably would use Adobe Premiere Pro because of the sequencing. I can use that to split scenes apart a little bit better.
Yeah.
I actually
100%.
use sequences to help myself create a multicam setup for
Hmm.
reality. Link in description.
It will be in the description. Please do watch it.
Yeah,
Both Jeffrey and Ulysses are working hard for that thing. So more power to
yeah.
you guys.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
there's also the spotlight feature.
oh yeah, the spotlight.
They revamped it and made it a lot more reliable, which is really great considering the fact that the spotlight has already been pretty good. Like just hitting a command spacebar, just typing in an app or a file, and boom, there it is. And this one's just being more robust. I can execute commands in it now,
Yeah, it's
which is great.
uh
And the text.
yeah, the thing that I got from this update is that it's catered towards people who doesn't like using mouses. So it's catered towards more to programmers because you can do a lot with the spotlight feature now.
Yeah, it's basically just straight up Siri now.
Yeah, but other than that, so yeah, that's Mac OS. Pretty good update, I think. Um,
Luck for
Again,
them.
number one feature for me is the redesign, even though it's still like it still needs some refinement. iPadOS is the biggest one. At other than the redesign, it has the biggest one because people have been waiting for this kind of update. It feels like Apple is just really edging us that this is the
They
future.
were for real word. They were for real.
Yeah,
Mr.
they um they keep on telling everyone, oh, this is the future of the PC, right? And remember that commercial, like that kid.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
like what is a PC?
yes. I haven't seen
Like
I haven't seen that commercial, but I keep on hearing about it. So
oh
they,
yeah, what is a computer? It's like shut the heck up. Like shut up.
but
Ain't no way you have not been to school.
But here's the thing: the update with this thing is the Windows. Oh no, not Windows Microsoft, but the Windows update. They're adding the X, minimize and maximize buttons on the tablet, just like a regular window that you'll find in a Mac OS. So Jeffrey, as someone who uses an iPad, I think every day, how is this update going to change your workflow?
Uh, Not too much, to be honest, because my workflow with the iPad has become very iPad-like over the years
Mm.
compared to working on macOS. But then if I had a bigger iPad or just plugged it into an external display, I will pretty
Mhm.
much use it straight up as a Mac. It
Mm.
That's it. I'll just use it straight up as a Mac. And honestly, I like it. I really do. I'm gonna pull up an example right now, and then there's also one more app that they added, which, in my opinion, took way too long. Preview, but I can pretty much use it as a computer if I can start using this as like a Mac now. I'll just bring my Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse or use an Apple Pencil as a mouse and just basically just navigate this thing. And not only that, but the cursor is
It's now a
now is a
pointer
point.
instead of a
Yeah.
circle thing.
And then
And
there's
then
also
yeah,
like the menu bar now. I can
mhm.
have these, which is like honestly really cool.
Yes, it is really good. That was really unexpected.
Yeah, and then we have preview, and this is pulling up from my iCloud drive, which is also very nice. Sorry, like
Can
everything's
you
very.
can you try moving the the window with your finger?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, that's it looks really
Then
weird.
all of that, you tap on here, that enlarges that
Oh,
of any of these. Like if I wanted to, I can just try to close it.
can you try doing a split screen?
Uh, yeah. Let's see here.
That's it.
Well, no, it doesn't do that like it does on Mac.
Hmm.
Let's see. Oh, there you go. So we're at a long press on that green right there,
Oh,
and then
there
I
we
can
go.
kind of do that. I have to kind of do everything a little bit manually. So it's slower than it is on Mac. So I'll give it that. It's slower than it is on Mac compared to when it's on Mac,
Yeah.
of course. But it's a huge improvement. I feel like when people say they want a macOS on an iPad, no, they don't. This is what they want. They want macOS like features on an
On an
iPad
iPad,
interface.
exactly. You're right. Yeah.
If macOS on an iPad, that's gonna just drive the cost up way too much, and the battery's gonna drain fast.
Yeah. And I mean,
It's
right
just
now, I'm just a little jealous that you have a larger iPad compared to mine.
it's an
So
11 inch.
it's still large. Mine is like 9 inch or something.
Oh, is it
And
9.2?
this is the
Is it?
A11.
Does it still have the home button on it?
No, it was the first iPad where they removed the home button.
Wasn't that the Pro?
It is a Pro, yeah. I think it's
I think either you're on the 12.9 inch or an 11 inch.
oh, is this 11?
That's an 11 inch. We have the same
This
size.
oh, this is the 11? Oh,
Wait, hold up. Let me see the keyboard. Yeah, you're on an 11.
oh.
That looks kind of big for an 11.
I mean, yours looks big. No,
Well, that's just
no, it's just that I always just remember seeing Andy's iPad. That's why I'm like, yeah, his iPad
it's
is
not
just
huge. Oh, it has this little thing in the middle, so I can actually adjust
oh,
them both.
that's nice. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to being more productive in an iPad. Me and Jeffrey actually talk about like making a video and editing
Oh yeah,
it.
like shooting and edit. Oh yeah, because they added like this like high definition recording feature where it records locally for a video conference, and then you can get them downloaded at the highest quality
Yeah, I'm really
while using your
hoping.
AirPods to control it and using it as a studio microphone,
Yeah,
which is that claim.
so we can
That's it.
test. Yeah, we can test something like that. But I mean, hey, that's a huge win for pro users who uses an iPad, which is
Yeah,
not
and the
me.
best part is all these features is trickling down to every single iPad,
Exactly. Yeah, that
even the iPad Mini.
Exactly. Even I haven't been. That was
So
the most
like
surprising thing.
honestly, you could just have like a really tiny tablet, like you can slip into your pocket. And you go home, you plug it into a display using the Thunderbolt cable. Boom, full on computer.
Yeah,
Samsung Dex.
I'm gonna be honest. It feels like this update. I might use my iPad more just to because I'm in the middle of job hunting. I might apply more, get me more productive. I'm looking for a job using an iPad. But yeah, I'm really just really curious about this one, so I might test this thing out. Other than that, I mean, a boring watchOS update, visionOS. Here's the thing with visionOS.
You on watch right now?
Where is it? So
There we go.
visionOS is something that I really I tried a demo when I was in the Apple store. I freaking love
Yeah.
it. So I super love it. I'm coming from someone who tried Google Cardboard, a Samsung Gear,
Oh,
an Oculus Rift S, a Quest 2, and a Quest 3. So
oh,
I've
and PSVR.
PSVR, PSVR 1 and PSVR 2.
They were
Uh,
both great. Just uncomfortable for my head.
the PSV VR 1 looks really bad from a
Just too
quality
HD.
perspective, yeah. But Apple Vision Pro is simply like one of the best when it comes to the tech and how clear everything is, especially through pass through. Is it pass through? Now,
Yeah. They call it pastures, it's basically AR mode, but yeah.
yeah. So I'm really excited about this one, even though I don't have a Vision Pro at my house right now. My cousin does have it, but one of the reasons why I'm excited about this one is because of the widgets thing. So the
Oh yeah,
thing,
you can place the widgets
exactly.
anywhere in your place. Like you can just be like strolling in the house, you just take a look to the left. Oh
So
yeah, I placed the widget of the calendar over there.
exactly. So the reason why I'm excited about this one because when Meta was promoting the Meta Quest 3, they are all about the AR stuff, augmented reality. And
Pretty much.
they've been trying to hype up this idea that you can add like, not furnitures, but um hey Yuli, we're recording.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, do you want to join us? Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean Meta sorry, Yuli just distracted me. Oh my bad. And he left.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
we're supposed to be editing right
Yeah.
now.
But yeah, Meta was hyping this feature that you can add, maybe add a photo frame on the wall, see your photos from Facebook and stuff like that. And now Apple is basically doing the same thing here with I think that was the calendar widget.
Yeah, it was a counter widget.
And then,
Oh yeah, and then how you can share content with someone that also has a Vision Pro when you guys watching the same place. That looks cool.
yeah, this is, I didn't know, I didn't know that this wasn't a feature before,
I,
but
I I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about it, to be honest.
so I
I
think,
think
yeah, I think this is a new feature, but hey, this is a very good addition if you want to if you have a partner and you guys are not planning to buy a TV, you guys wanted to buy something more expensive, which are two Vision Pros. Okay, I understand that. Maybe you guys are you guys love the future. You guys love the Jetsons. I understand that. Um, but yeah, I
Mountain
think
of View. That's what they're watching. It's a pretty decent movie. It's better than Uncharted. Give it a
yeah,
shot.
I'm getting a feeling something like that. I might also watch this thing. But is that Padme? That's Padme, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's important.
All right. So I might watch this thing after I finish Indiana Jones: The Great Circle.
I need to get
This,
in.
yeah. This one I do know you can play games on the Vision Pro, but this
Yeah.
is really interesting. So the Vision Pro, when you buy it, it doesn't come with any controller. The controller is your finger and your eyes. So Apple giving basically support for with the dual sense, like
Oh yeah, like the PSVR 2 controllers. Yeah,
yeah,
it's oh yeah, then also the straight up controllers too. Like this bad boy right here.
yes,
They're gonna have
there you
anniversary
go.
baby. Wilson's Edge.
Looks like a PS1. controller.
Right?
Yeah, the color.
I'm Yeah, this is a limited edition. I got it before it sold out, which is crazy.
Oh, I thought it's one of. I thought it was one of the controls that you skinned by yourself.
No, no, no. This one's legit. I skinned the other one, which also looked pretty. I skinned two of them, which looked pretty good.
Got it. But yeah, I mean, the idea that Apple is, basically having support for the PlayStation VR2 controller might mean we're getting more games in the Vision Pro. I mean, it makes sense
Yeah,
because
they need more games because I mean, in my opinion, I say they added the support too late.
Hmm,
Because like for the
okay.
entire first year, there was like a lack of games, and because there's no controllers, it's kind of hard to play any game. So then MetaQuest just kept racking up more of these games, and then like a year and a half later, they finally introduced this one. I think they now have another controller that you can now use with the Vision Pro, aside from the PSVR two dual thingies. But yeah, I feel like it's a little bit too late, and Apple really needs to start pushing aggressively when it comes to gaming, like they've been doing with TV and movie for Apple TV Plus. Because
Yeah.
like that hard push has been paying off. Like we're about to see like one of the original movies, F1, in theaters
Mm-hmm.
very soon, early
Mm-hmm.
screening. So that is effort being like pushed through and paying off well. Severance and Ted Lasso, two of their highest regarded shows, and is worth a watch. I really recommend it. If they put in that same effort into gaming, because when it comes to gaming, they're kind of all talk and not a lot of action. If they put in a lot more like effort into the gaming and also allow people to also buy the games on Steam, and they've already bought the games on Steam and has the Apple version, they can get that for free. They can not only build up their library, and it's like, oh, I edit on this computer, but I can also play games on this computer. And then they start doing everything all in one place, and before you know, they start buying more of their games, Mac version of the games on Mac. So I mean, that's how I see it. I mean, that's how I would do it. Like they just need to push gaming more aggressively, and then the fact that Vision Pro took this long is just a sign that they're not pushing it as aggressively as they should.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. But at the same time, I just feel like I feel like App, Apple is in a situation where Microsoft was when they were basically releasing Windows phones. We have these two
Yeah.
big phones in the market. We got the iOS and Android, and then we got Windows Phone right there, trying to make a mark in the industry. Apple is in the middle of this thing. We got the consoles, the handhelds, and basically the PCs. And now the problem with Apple is that they're trying to be all of them. We got, I mean, we got handhelds through iPhones and stuff like that.
Yeah, which one?
And at the same time, they're trying to implement more PC games in
Which
their Mac. And now with this announcement with the PlayStation VR2 VR2 controllers, they now wanted to also dip their toes in the VR gaming space. But this is something that I really want for them to do. Since they're already doing this thing, I just want them I just want their Vision Pro to be accessible to any Windows PC out there right now. Because we so I mean VR gaming right now is we have VR gaming for like years now, but at the same
It's
time,
not.
it feels like we're still stuck because I blame Meta. I mean, I like Meta that with the fact that what they're doing in the VR space, but at the same time, they're trying to hold back the magic of VR gaming because their headsets are really, they're just Android phones basically, and they have like really bad CPUs when it comes to handling games. Compare that thing to VR games in the PC. We got something like Half-Life Alex, which is like an actual triple A video game that is also a VR game. So I know Apple is not going to do this, but I just want Apple to give everyone the option to connect their headphones to a PC so that they will be able to play, PC VR games out there.
I think Apple's gonna do that, but then the PC stands for personal computer, and what is a Mac? A computer.
So you're thinking about like
They're just gonna let you connect to a Mac and call it a day.
So you're thinking about like VR Mac games, and then you can connect your headset on a Mac, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there is no way they're gonna let it connect to Windows. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean they just kill iTunes for Windows? They killed
Yeah,
it, right?
I mean, they have like the music app still on there, and so the iCloud app. They just suck and poorly managed, but
Mhm.
it's still on there.
Yeah, I mean, Apple will do Apple things. It's just that the headset itself is just it's an amazing achievement when it comes to engineering. I freaking love it. It's really heavy though. But yeah, it's the Vision Pro is like an iPad to me. It's very powerful, but there's not a lot of things that you can do with it, basically. Uh, but
Like
that's
smaller paperweight at some point.
yeah. It's the same thing can be said with an Apple TV. Super powerful, but I mean,
Well, you know what? That's actually fair. It's very powerful. I mean, you can. I mean, you can install RetroArch in there and play some games. And they need
oh
to
yeah,
start
yeah, you
pushing more
can, yeah,
of the games on for the Apple TV. Like Oceanhorn 2 was actually a really good example of a good game for Apple TV.
yeah. But who's going to
Well,
play games on an Apple TV, right?
yeah,
So
it was a great experience,
yeah,
but it does. You want to go to Apple TV now, or
yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's just talk to Apple TV. Let's talk about Apple TV. I mean, you're the Apple TV guy. My only experience with Apple TV is basically the studio and Godzilla.
well, honestly, if you're looking for like the most reliable, snappiest, and ad-free smart TV experience, the Apple TV is the way to go. And they've had so many new features, except for this current update, which is just like a UI overhaul, and that's really about it. They did not add anything at all, which was very disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do anything at all. They just changed the UI and then talked about how the new UI looks, and then that
Well,
was
what
it.
else can you do with an Apple TV? You just stream movies.
Well, you can do more than stream movies. You can stream
Yeah, you can
music
do
and play games.
FaceTime. I mean,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
FaceTime that was added like a year ago. Tried it out. It actually works
yeah. I
pretty
tried
well.
it before. It's pretty awesome. But
But
okay,
yeah, I have like a few games installed on here. Like actually, I have a console game on here, Bug Snacks. Not the
mm,
most graphically demanding one, but it's on here. Along with Speed Test to test some internet speed, and then Cross Your Road, and then I can actually connect like my computer from Wi-Fi and pull up some shows and movies I have locally installed on my computer. So now I have some animations on here I can watch on TV and HDR, listen to podcasts, TV, and then I also have RetroArch as well. So what games do I have on RetroArch? Uh, I have a GBA game,
mm,
Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure, and a PSP game,
mm.
Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. I
Which
mean,
is
when it
just
comes to
so
the streaming devices, like the TV streaming dongles, Apple TV is easily the best out there. I got an Amazon. I got a Google Chromecast. I got was it Roku? Yeah, I mean the Apple TV is the best. I think I remember getting that one. It was so weird seeing the TV being like super smooth,
right,
and
like
yeah, it's
this
magical,
snappy,
super
and
snappy.
then the
Yeah,
screen service too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you have a really bad TV, I mean, if you have an amazing TV, the quality of the TV screen is amazing, but the UI is really slow. Instead of getting a new TV, just get an Apple TV, plug that thing in, and then you're set. It's
Brand new.
and here's the thing. So I got a Steam Deck right here. So the Steam Deck, the problem with this thing, what I usually do is that I stream games from my PC to the Steam Deck, and 70% of the time it works. The other percent on that thing is that it's always laggy streaming from my PC. The thing with the Apple TV is that I just download the Steam app, and then
Oh, Steam.
I'll be able to stream games from my PC on the Apple TV, and it's basically the best experience ever. The best experience ever. Rarely I'll get any kinds of problems streaming, and yeah, you can connect your Xbox controller on it, also the PS5 controller. So yeah, Apple TV, and I understand why it's pretty um really powerful because you can just do a lot of things with that. But if there's an update or if there's a feature that you want to see in an Apple TV, what would that be?
I actually don't know because like they already have picture in picture. They have FaceTime. Discord, that's kind of up to like the app support at that point. I actually don't really know.
I actually want a feature where um it's going to be a universal feature. Yeah, a universal feature. Let's say I'm watching Fallout on Amazon Prime on Apple TV. I just want a feature where if I'm FaceTiming someone at the same time, I can share my screen from the TV.
It's already there.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and it's already been implemented.
Like Amazon. Oh, all right
Yeah,
then.
I mean, it is dependent on if the app supports it.
Uh
And then if the person you're FaceTiming with also has a subscription,
that's the
but it's
thing. That's the thing. I don't want it to be like, oh, someone needs to have a subscription, something like that. I was
yeah,
thinking,
that they're all like that. That's the only way. Even with Apple Music, that's also the thing.
but okay, I was thinking of a feature where because you can FaceTime someone who has an Android phone, and all you have to do is to send a link, right? I was thinking something like that. Like, okay, just open the link. You don't have to download anything from your end. Just open it, and then we'll be able to watch a movie together. And not it's not just like from an app. What if I have a USB video and it's plugged into my Apple TV?
Oh, then just screen record. Wait, why do we have a USB on the? They removed USB
I
from
mean,
Apple TV.
oh, they don't have it. I don't know. I don't check the back of
They,
my
they,
Apple
they
TV.
removed it a long time
No,
ago.
I was just thinking about like local video files that you have in your Apple TV, and
Well, I think what you're asking for is screen sharing on Apple TV.
yeah, like if even the main UI, or if I'm going
You
to
just
play a game too.
screen sharing. Yeah, I could see that, but at that point, you're probably been on the computer anyways, also screen sharing.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, anything else about this year's Dub Dub?
Honestly, it was actually quite entertaining. Like I said, it was pretty cinematic, especially with the whole like cars just racing in the beginning. Like they've really promoted like the high quality TV shows and movies that they're having out, especially F1.
Mhm.
They didn't promote Echo Valley, which I think is coming out very, very soon. It has Sydney Sweeney in it, and looks like it's a more serious role, which I'm actually excited for. Um, and then the only thing I just don't like about like the TV app is the glass UI, where instead of it just kind of being flat and very like inintrusive with the player icons, it now has like the glass circle around them, which I find more distracting. So that
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
But otherwise, TiVos have been pretty good. I like the implementation of like the Snoopy screensavers. Maybe a Mickey Mouse themed screensaver, a Disney themed screensaver would be really cool.
Hmm.
I would love to see that. And probably new watch faces too, because I haven't seen them announce any new ones. So that would be
Yeah.
also pretty. Oh yeah, new screensavers. Yeah, I think that would be kind of on the list. New screensavers. I like that.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite features in Apple TV is the screensavers. They're just super high quality. Um yeah, I mean basically I'm pretty satisfied with what we got from Dub Dub. And I'm just hoping that, hopefully this time Apple will execute this properly compared to that mess from last year.
Yeah, I was.
Apple is still recovering from it because of all of this Apple intelligence
They're
thing.
getting sued for it.
They're getting sued for it. Yeah, false marketing,
Yeah,
basically.
that was like that is like an insane amount of false advertisement that I've never seen Apple do before.
You know that,
Usually they
yeah.
never announce anything till it's ready and it's usually very polished. This was a train wreck.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of the first time they released Apple Maps,
Oh yeah,
where yeah, the GPS will just bring you into nowhere.
yeah. It actually did that to me as well.
Oh yeah,
It's like, okay, park here, climb over this mountain. Like, huh?
dang, that's crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was bad.
this
I
is
mean, it's very reliable now. It's actually better than most. I end up using it.
yeah. Well, me, I keep on switching between Android phones and iPhones. That's why I have to rely on Google Maps. I just
I'm a little.
man, I just hope I just really hope that I don't know, someday I wouldn't need to rely on an Android phone so that I can use all the first party stuff from Apple because I'm an Apple sheep basically. But
Yeah, okay, so my like I Mac computer, Mac laptop, iPad, TV,
mhm,
phone, watch. I have a PC for gaming, which I don't even touch. It's actually currently unplugged.
dang. Well,
Yeah.
I've been watching keynotes since 2005.
Oh, you've been going way before me. I started like 2019.
Dang, you see. That
I
that's
remember.
that's that's how big of an Apple. My first Apple product was an iPod Touch, fourth generation, and that was 1 month after Steve Jobs died back in 2011. So the
Oh,
memory, yeah,
very. That's,
I remember playing Angry Birds the entire day when we got it, and we were amazed with the camera too.
I
So
remember. I was ready to use my dad's iPhone 4. Just play games on there like Minecraft.
that was yeah that was around the time. Yeah, that was around the time of iPod Touch 4, right?
Yeah. No, that's a
Right?
little bit.
Oh, after? Oh, okay.
I think like on the iPhone
iPhone
5,
4.
terrible 5C with a plastic body.
Yeah, wait. So you were talking 5 or 4?
iPhone 4. I was my
4,
dad's iPhone.
2007. No, that's not 2007. 2010, something like that.
I know. Siri Intelligence or Apple Intelligence. When did the iPhone? Let's
Don't
see if it gets it right.
don't ask. Don't ask her.
It
Wow. What did it tell you?
didn't even give me an answer.
See,
This
Apple
is you see now you gotta fix that. Like
Apple,
how
get
could
your
the Siri
shit
not
straight.
even tell me when your own phone released?
You know what's funny? They actually announced last year that you can use Apple Intelligence to know more about our products.
And it doesn't even do that.
Yeah.
It's just literally showing me like web page results to like click and search by Google, and none of them had like oh here it is 2010 because I had to read.
So it was right. You're wrong. Or oh it
No,
was still wrong.
no, it basically just gave me a bunch of web results and then I had to look through them. And there's one from CNBC which says launched in 2010.
Apple,
So
I'm
it's
just what's that?
Apple. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean Apple, I'm just 20 minutes away from you. If you guys need my help, I can tell you guys what's the problem with you guys. But
Yeah, I will pull up too. I've been to the Apple Business Park before, and it is very, very nice. They treat you like royalty if you show up.
wait, is it actually the park like inside the circle, or are we just talking about the
No,
Apple store?
no, no,
Apple
it was
store,
the
right?
store.
Yeah.
No, I've never been inside like the actual park, but like the Apple Business Park store. Oh, there goes my AirPods. Like it's very nice.
Yeah, I've been there several times. But yeah, this is the June 9th edition of All Hands News Deck. Basically the first episode. I don't know when we're going to do this thing again.
When after we watch F1,
What the what? Oh,
after we watch
F1?
F1,
Well, Apple
yeah.
Music is all about new stuff. I don't know if that's even news. But we can talk about it in All Talk with
I
All
mean, we
Hands.
can probably pull up like the Google I/O and talk about that.
Google I/O was last month.
I know. I just haven't seen that yet.
Well, it's too bad. I was actually thinking about like doing a stream like this for the keynotes that we got.
Yeah, we
But
should do movies.
I mean, are we going to get another keynote this week? I think that's it, right?
I mean, there's like Summer Game Fest.
It's already done. That was back in Friday, where they
Well,
announced Resident
there's
Evil
still
9.
talk about the ROG re-releasing, but with an Xbox logo on top of it this time.
We will see you guys on the iPhone announcement. I'm pretty sure,
Oh yeah,
which is in September,
sure.
and it will be really interesting because I'm really excited about the iPhone Air or something like
I
that.
just hope it's enough to make me want to upgrade. Because 16 was not it.
I'm waiting till everything
Should
gets.
call it 15s.
I want the folding phone. I want the folding iPhone. I'm just I got used to this thing. This is just simply magical.
I
Apple,
would get
please.
the Pixel's a nice phone. I would get the Pixel.
I also have the Pixel here, right here. An amazing phone. I already have the latest Android here in too. Okay,
So you're broke. You have 3 phones.
I got a One Plus. Let me, bro. I got a
Why
One
you
Plus.
get so many phones, man?
I got more than 3 phones. So yeah, that's the June 9 edition of Apple
Of
Team Apple. All Hands
Deck.
Use Deck. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for your tech and nerd insights. And I want to thank myself because finally I was able to host something, and hopefully everything went well. Hopefully you guys, well, man, we were expecting just 15 minutes of talk, and then we've been talking for like an hour now. But yeah,
Oh shit! We gotta go back to editing.
yeah, but yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to this channel. We're going to release a new episode maybe next week for
Yeah.
also with all hands. But this week, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot of like episodes from reality.
Oh yeah.
So there's that.
See that like
Mhm.
we have like 4 episodes.
4 episodes. There we go. Shout
Yeah.
shout out to Nick Fury out there.
boy.
Nick Fury. I hope you're watching. We'll see.
Graduation, by the way.
Have a graduation. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye, you guys, and take care.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.